Hi everyone. This is Vikram Shah, and I'm a consultant at Spikra. In this video, I'm going to take you through one webinar called Zoho Analytics Query Table Advanced Reporting. Before we start, just wait for 2 minutes so that everybody can join in. We'll join right at 4:03. Okay. So let's start the webinar. Let me share my screen 1 second. So I hope it is visible for you. So let me give you another introduction of myself. I'm Vikram Shah. I'm a product consultant at Spikra. And in this webinar, I'll tell you how Zoho Analytics query tables helps you do advanced reporting. So advanced reporting in the sense, suppose you have some data in Zoho CRM, some data in your SAP, some data in your local computer. These data are sitting in silos. They don't know how to interact with each other, or they do not, by necessarily, they don't connect with each other. So on that case, Zoho Analytics Query Tables gives you one meaningful tools to combine all of your databases, and based on all aggregated databases, you can do your analytics dashboard. So that is the power of Zoho Analytics Query Table. Sorry. So before we start the webinar, we need to set aside what is the agenda of the webinar, because we need to know why we are going to the webinar. So what is the problem, what we are currently facing, and how Zoho Analytics Query Table can help you solve that problem. Without knowing the purpose of the webinar, it will not be fruitful webinar, right? So first agenda is will understand what is the business scenario. In this webinar, I will give you one demo business scenario, and we will go through the business scenario, and we will try to understand the scenario. So then we'll go through what are the common reporting challenges. Common reporting challenges means we have some data, but we don't know how to import inside the report, and we can show the data meaningfully. That is the reporting challenge. So, and also I'll give you Zoho Analytics overview. I think most of you are aware of what is Zoho Analytics. For those of you who don't know what is Zoho Analytics, let me give you a short intro. So, Zoho Analytics is similar to Power BI, similar to Tableau. It is just powered by Zoho's app. So what Zoho Analytics provides you is that it provides you the first most important thing is native integration into your all Zoho application. Suppose you are already using Zoho CRM. Okay, that means you already have the data inside your Zoho CRM app, right? So suppose you want to build some report on top of this Zoho CRM data. So if you try to use Power BI or Tableau, then what will happen is you need to export the data. After exporting the data, you need to manually import the data, or else you have to use Zapier. to connect between Zoho CRM and your Power BI or Tableau, right? But in Zoho Analytics, what Zoho Analytics does is Zoho automatically have a native integration. Native integration is between all Zoho application. Then what will happen is once you go to Zoho Analytics and once you Zoho allows you to directly connect the Zoho Analytics app with the Zoho CRM. So that means your data will automatically get connected using one click solution, and it will automatically get updated too. Let's suppose you have 20,000 record in your lead or deal model. Okay. Suppose 10 new lead come today, then Zoho Analytics automatically have the extra 10 lead data because it is getting synced based on your criteria. So Zoho by native Zoho has per hour syncing process, per 6 hour and per day syncing process. So it will automatically get synced. You don't have to manually check anything. It will automatically get synced and it will update the report also. So that is Zoho Analytics for you. And what are query tables? So let's suppose you want to dash, create a report based on the Zoho CRM's lead module or the deal module. Okay, let's say we are taking the example of the deal module because deal module has all the necessary information, all the financial information also in some cases. So along with that, let's suppose you have a supplier module. Okay. In supplier module, you know which supplier is providing how much, which supplier is providing the product to which customer. But the customer data is in the deal module, but the supplier data is in the supplier module. So by native, they are not connected. So what Zoho Analytics query table does is it's a SQL query table. Okay. So in the base language, we'll use SQL language to connect and to talk with the databases. So if you write proper SQL query table, so based on the criteria of the SQL query table, it will go through the report. Sorry, it will go to the databases and it will connect both deal module and the supplier module based on the criteria or the parent table child table relationship. Okay. Then we'll go to the data preparation. We already talked about the data preparation, right? So data is in two silos. We are going to connect both of them. We'll use Zoho Analytics query table to connect those. So advanced analytics use case is also the similar, and performance and governance. So by native, let's say you want to manually connect those databases, it will be a tedious job for you. So query table is basically give you a god level control over your databases to connect both of them. So that is the performance benefit. And live demo flow and Q&A will show you how to write a query table, and will do a Q&A after everything is done, so that if you can ask your question and you can solve your doubt. Let's go to the next slide. Yes. So in this scenario, I'll give you an example of the retail slash e-commerce business. Okay. So let's go through the business scenario. Then. So let's suppose you are running a retail slash e-commerce store. Okay. So that means you have an offline shop and also you have a couple of online shop also. One in Amazon, one in Flipkart, one in Shopify. So you have multi-channel sales. That means customer are coming from online from different channels, and also you have a couple of retail outlets. So from there also customer can buy your product. That means you have so many data sources, and all the data sources are coming from multiple channels. And if you are only focused on retail outlet, offline retail outlet, then you are collecting different information. If the data is coming from e-commerce platform, then you are uh, storing different kind of data. So base data might be the same, but you are most probably will store much more data when customer are coming from the e-commerce, because in retail most probably you can collect their name and the phone number. But in e-commerce, you can connect their phone number, you can connect their region, everything. Everything can be collected through e-commerce. Then let's go to the inventory movement. So for managing this multiple retail outlet and e-commerce, you have to keep inventory in different places. So, and the inventory movement in the sense, suppose some product is coming to your warehouse. From warehouse, you are shipping the product to the customer location. That is inventory movement. And then marketing performance, you are running some Google ad, you are running Amazon or Flipkart ad. So you are collecting that data also, and Google ad from Google AdSense also you are collecting some data. You want to do some performance analysis on the marketing performance of your Google ad versus your retail outlet ad versus your Amazon or Flipkart ad. And next is order fulfillment. Once you are fulfilling the order in offline store, you will get some payment receipt or something like that. And in online, you are getting so many information, right? So then customer behavior across system. So suppose you are in the retail outlet, you cannot take feedback, too many feedback. But if you are on the e-commerce, then you can collect their review and rating and everything. So that is also a plus point for doing business online. And after that, you want to let's say you want to analyze which product is performing well across the e-commerce website and everything. And on each product, let's say you want to understand what is the customer sentiment about our product. So based on the behavior and behavior in the sense the rating data, the review, you can get an idea how your product or your service is performing. Let's go to the next slide. So yes, the problem is data spread across multiple systems. We already discussed that complex joint is not possible using standard reports. Yes, this is the most important line for using Zoho Analytics. Sorry, for using Zoho Analytics query table. So if you want to just do some simple join between two tables, simple joint in the sense, suppose you have a parent ID and you have a child ID. Your parent ID is in the deal module and your child ID is in the uh, product module. Okay. So then this kind of simple join can be done using the normal reporting practices. But if you are if you are connecting multiple database, then complex joint, manual complex joint is not possible. You have to understand that. Then only Zoho Analytics become very, very useful. And let's suppose you have a business in retail outlet and offline business and an online business. But by nature, you are not collecting the information inside the Zoho CRM. So then what you will do? So you have to just do some guesswork, right? But in but in reporting, guesswork won't work. So you have to figure out some solution. Let's say whenever it is a online shopping, you are collecting one information that you are collecting that from which website they are buying from. Okay, so suppose this is an online purchase, then you are collecting the information of the website from which website they are buying the product. That means you have a website field inside the Zoho CRM deal module. Okay, but in retail, you are not collecting that information because in retail, you most probably have the location of the retail shop. That's it. So if you want to apply some filter that if the website name is not null, then only you take all the deal information whenever the website name is not null. That filter you cannot apply inside the report building directly. So for applying that filter, you have to use Zoho Analytics query table. So in query table, you can write that thing like if suppose the website name, oh sorry, the website is equal to not null, then only use the rest of the rest of the fields information, take those field only. Okay, so suppose you have a five record. I'm taking an example. Let's suppose you have a five record table. Okay, five record deal table. In deal table, you have a column name called website. In, let's say, suppose in out of five, in three of the record in website there is written Amazon, Amazon, and Flipkart. Okay, that means these three records have the website name available. That means these website fields are not null. But for the rest of the two record, you don't have that information. So you have to write that if it is not null, then take the all take the deal information. That means you will automatically it will filter out that in this one, two, three, and five deal field deal sorry deal record we are going to take it. So that much level of flexibility Zoho Analytics query table provides you. Okay, so we'll go there next. So large data set and impact of performance. Let's say you have too much very large data set, and if you want to do some filter applying, you are applying filter manually, then it will take too much time and it will affect the performance of the report also, and that can be solved through Zoho Analytics query table. And limited flexibility with drag and drop report, and everything can be configured. So inside delay due to manual reporting. Yes. So let's say you are importing the data manually is night. But suppose the person who is importing the data is not available or is on leave, then one day is waste for you, right? Then the next day, whenever he will come, he has to input the data. After that, he can showcase you the report. So the next slide is what makes analytics reporting actionable. So let's understand what is actionable and what is not actionable. So actionable in the sense, excuse me, actionable in the sense, suppose you have you have a report. Okay, so from this report, after seeing the report, if you think that you can take any action based on the report data and report, then it's actionable. It's a simple thing. Okay, so to make report actionable, you need to give the reports needs to give you 360-degree perspective of your business, right? Then only you can say that this report is actionable or actionable for you. So what makes actionable report? Combining data from multiple resources that will give you 360-degree view of the business, applies business logic on data level. Let's say you want to see only the digital business. Let's take the example of the retail business only. So you want to take the digital business only. That logic can be applied on that's a business logic, right? But that logic can be applied on the data level to give you an actionable report. Enable drill down and segmentation. That is also important thing. Let's say you are for your offline business, you want to see which store is performing how. Okay, so based on that, you can take the decision that this store is not performing well. We need to take some action, or you need to focus on that store to increase the sales or revenue. So support of advanced KPI. So we all know how much important KPI is. KPI is nothing but a KPI with it. So that will give you quickly the information of your business. So next is scales with growing data volume. So suppose you have 20,000 rows of data inside your Zoho CRM, but in next couple of years it will go to 80,000 or 1 lakh, right? But it should the report should also grow. Report should also grow in the sense report should not get crashed because of the high level of high quality or high volume of data. That should not happen, right? So I'll give you a small tour of the Zoho Analytics so that I'll do it. And what is, yeah, we already talk about this. And data preparation in query table, I will show you that inside the demo. KPI enables by query table. Yes. Say, let's say you want to calculate the total revenue of your business. So for calculating the total revenue, you want to add all the sales number, right? So suppose all your sales number is inside the Zoho CRM's invoice module. Okay, but in invoice module natively you cannot add that number. But if you can, if you get this number in all the record inside Zoho Analytics, then we can do a sum operation. Based on the sum operation, we can showcase you that this is the revenue, and we can apply some filters also inside the KPI. Let's say you want to understand what is the revenue for this month or this quarter or this financial year. We can apply various level of filter to give you some accurate data. So for sales also, you can get those number inside KPI with it, inventory, customer KPIs also, and marketing KPIs also. Uh, CAC means customer acquisition cost. Okay. And then we have yeah, executive summary dashboard. It's nothing but a 360-degree dashboard of your business. We are also planning to do one small product launch called CEO's dashboard. But what we are trying is there is no product or service available for CEOs to understand or give you a 360-degree perspective of their business. So we are trying to build that product. So hopefully we'll launch that product soon. Working on that. And then is sales breakdown dashboard. You want to see the region wise, category wise, and you want to see some filters to be applied. So you can do all of the things inside the Zoho Analytics. And trend line also, let's suppose you want to see what is the revenue year on year and the expense year on year. So that can also be done inside Zoho Analytics and customer segment and everything. And let's go to the inventory inside. So you are using Zoho inventory. So stocks in the based on the inventory software will get update inside your software that which stock is going low and which stock is high availability. What is the turnover ratio? What is the purchase and sale heat map? Everything can be showcased. So advanced query table using, so I'll showcase you that. So 1 second. Next is live demo flow. So I'll showcase, I'll tell you everything. So let's go to our some dummy report. So in last 2 3 days, we tried to build something like this. So we'll go to the dashboard. So here you can see this is what called KPI widget. So KPI widget is nothing but it's a you want to showcase some data along with some indicator. So I'll show you. If you go to the edit design and widget, you can see we have multiple widget options. So this means you want to it will show you the level and the value, and that means you want to showcase two level and two values that can be showcased. And here you can see there is a level value and with the arrows inside. That means let's suppose you want to do some comparison. and to showcase what is the revenue. Let's take an example for revenue. We want to showcase what is the revenue and how much it increased in the last 1 or 2 years. Okay, so based on the previous year criteria, we can showcase you that. And these are the chart. I'll show you. You go to direct design. So let's say this is a sales data. So this is a dummy data. Let me tell you that beforehand. And this is the close date. So close date we can take as month. If you want to take that as quarter, we can showcase you that also. In Q1 we have 1 lakh 15 lakh, sorry, 1 lakh 55,000, and in the Q2 we have 45,000. Okay. In the next one, okay, we'll not save this. We'll keep as it is. Month year, we'll save it, and we'll go to the. So here you can see this is a pie chart. So this will give you the revenue expense by revenue. That means what is the expense of each of the month. So as you can see, if you put salary out of the box, then you can see what is the marketing, what is the infrastructure, and what is the travel expense. And if you put that here, then it will show you what is the salary, what is the travel expense, what is the infrastructure, and what is the marketing ad. Similar for this also, let's say you have three region in the sense you have from three market you are selling, in three market you are selling your product. In India, you are getting 50% of the revenue. It is showing that. In US, you are getting 23% of the revenue, and in Europe, from Europe, you are getting 26% of the revenue. And this is a expense trend. So if I go inside here, it will show you that the past Jan month expense was 60,000. In February, the expense was 15,000, and in March, it is 10,000. So it's a dummy dashboard. That's why you are seeing this odd number of data. In real life, you will have much more expense. And so, okay. Okay. So I'll show you another thing also. Let's see. Let's say you want to use the category as user filter. Then what will happen? I'm saving this. I'm going to the view mode. Then it will allow you to select. Let's say you want to see what is the expense for the infrastructure. It is showing that February month 15,000 is spent on the infrastructure. Marketing ad in Jan you spend 20,000 on marketing. In salary you spend 40,000 on Jan on salary. So and travel also it is showing 10,000 on 10,000 rupees in March you spent on travel. When we set that, for now I'll delete the user filter and I'll save it as it is. Okay. So let's go to the query table for which you are waiting for. So we'll pick up any data. We'll try to budget data and the expense. Once again, we'll try to map two databases. So here you can see we have a budget data. Budget data for each of the departments: sales, marketing, HR, and IT. And you have the amount for Jan, March, and February. So let's say you don't have this actual number, but you have the actual number here inside the expense data. Let's say you can ignore this actual. So we'll try to map these two table in the sense budget data and expense data. How will you do that? So for doing that, you have to use one second salaries infrastructure. Okay. So let's say good. Sorry, not edit design. You can see you have the department. We want to put the department at the beginning, and we want one second. Okay, we want the department. We want the actual and sorry, we want the budget. But then you want to apply some filter where department is equal to department is like sales. Sorry, department is equal to sales. Sorry, it is causing some error. Okay, yeah. So that means you can figure out based on this filtration criteria, you can figure out from which department what is the budget. So you can do that manually in the report also. But let's say in the department column you have it's a text field, right? So in the department column, let's say in some scenario it is written as sales, in some scenario it is written as sales like something like that. So on that case you will face some difficulty. So for that reason, using query table is very important. So we'll remove that. So I think you already understood that what is the purpose and how query table can be used in many different scenarios to combine multiple data sources and everything. And that will, I think, that will help you implement Zoho query table inside your business and inside your Zoho Analytics dashboard, which will improve your business and your perspective of your business also. So thank you so much. Thank you for your time. So I'll see if there is any question or not. Otherwise, I'll stop the webinar. Okay. We don't have any question. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Bye.